Here we're being asked to identify properties used in solving the linear equation. So you see it's broken down into a few different steps here. And they give you the reason. And the first one is just a given problem. So they give you the equation up here, y plus 27 divided by 6 is equal to 3. And we want to try to solve for y. But the purpose of this problem is to justify each step. So we're really working with properties of equality when we use opposite operations to isolate a variable in solving for an unknown variable. You're going to be using inverse operations. So if I have multiplication, the inverse operation is going to be division, or it undoes the multiplication, and subtraction is the inverse of addition and vice versa. So as we try to isolate y, we're going to be simplifying both sides and moving things around by using opposite operations, and we just need to justify. So first we have the given equation, and then the second part we see that in order to take care of the large fraction bar, we multiply 6 to each side. That way, if we multiply 6 over here, 6 is the same thing as 6 over 1, right? Then we have a fraction thing where we have or a fraction problem where we're multiplying fractions and we have a 6 on top and bottom, and they will cancel, leaving us with the y over 27. Now, the only way we can justify this is by doing the same thing to both sides, and that's what this what they're looking for. Is this is the multiplication property of equality. And that just says that if you multiply the same thing to both sides of the equation is still equal. And it's going to be that way for all of your operations. You have an addition property of equality, subtraction, and division. Basically saying what you do to one side of the equation, if you do the same to the other, it's still going to maintain the integrity of the equation. It's still going to maintain the balance. So after we do that, we notice that we now have y plus 27 is equal to 18. Well, all they've done here is just simplified by, they've canceled out the 6's and evaluated the multiplication there by saying 3 times 6 is equal to 18. So here we just simplified. Simplify. And then our next step, you see that they subtract 27 from both sides. So this is simply going to be the subtraction property of equality. What you do to one side, you do to the other, can still maintain the balance of the equation. And then finally, they've simplified again. And we are done.